I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning so far. Hold on just 1 second. Good morning. Hello, Ron. Hello, Grey Wolf. How you doing? Alright, I hadn't done one of these in a while. We're gonna touch on some verses. Yeah, I'm at work. The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 28 to 33. Husbands have the obligation of loving and caring for their wives the same way they love and take care of their own bodies. For to love your wife is to love your own self. No one abuses their own body, but pampers it, serving and satisfying its needs. That's exactly what Christ does for his church. Had a little bit of a issue yesterday that quickly resolved itself, and I'm still irritated about it. A husband's job is to take care of his family. A husband's job is to be the breadwinner. A husband's job is to make sure their kids have clothes on their backs, food in their bellies, toys to play with, instead of him pawning off all that heavy load to his wife. I was raised old-fashioned. A woman's place is to take care of her husband, keep the house clean, take care of the kids. But today's generation has gotten it totally screwed up from the floor up. They don't know, come here from sick 'em. A family cannot make it with just one person actually being a breadwinner. A family cannot make it when somebody else is too busy playing video games and sitting on their telephone doing nothing but breathing, wasting air. And expects their wife, as soon as they are able to get a better paying job so they don't have to leave theirs because they don't want to do the work. They do not want to support the family. Only thing they want to do is play video games, buy video games, buy new fancy phones and this, that, and the other. You cannot do that. Yep, a pregnant wife as well. I've heard a lot of stuff about deadbeat dads and deadbeat mamas and this, that, and the other. Well, she didn't do this. Why should I have to do that? Because right there in the good book, it says what your goal is to be a husband and a father, a head of the house. It tells you if you do not believe in the Bible, if you don't believe in God, you're doomed. Your relationship is doomed from the beginning. If it was me in this lady's position, and her having a hard time working, being pregnant, and not being able to afford the necessities like maternity clothes, cribs, car seats, bottles, diapers, pacifiers, baby wipes, formula. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. If I wasn't getting help from the one that helped me create the life that got me pregnant, I would have him divorced so fast his head would be swimming. It just irks me. Today's society is only out for themselves. They do not give a flip what goes on under their roof. They get on Facebook. They vent their dirty laundry. They have secretive relationships through Instagram and Twitter or X and Facebook and this, that, and the other. They have secretive relationships. Same thing as committing an adultery. It's disgusting. Oh, I know she does. I know she does, Ron. Only thing I can say, I'm going to pitch in and help as much as I can, because I don't want her or the child to do without. It just dumbfounds me that you know, this little moron, this little needy moron, this boy, I don't care. I do not care how he was raised. He should look. Oh, that's right. He should look into growing up. He should be forced into growing up. I mean, does he want to raise another child without a father? Because that's what he's going to get. He is going to get another baby without a father in its life. He needs to grow a pair, take care of his obligations, grow up, leave the child stuff behind. Video games are for children. Video games, they're a lot different nowadays than what they was when we was in school, Ron. Back when we were beating our heads against the blocks, getting gold tokens, and jumping daggum down pipes to go save a queen or something. I can understand wanting to, hey, Mario, they still have that? Yes, they do. And Duck Hunt. That's part of being a father. That is part of being a father. I can understand wanting to spend quality time with your kids and doing this, that, and the other. The world needs less video games and more outside time. I'm not against all video games. The video games that I'm against is Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto, just a bunch of gang banging video games. Them are the video games that I'm talking about. Like Super Mario, Mario's World, you know, plain and simple games that kids can't get mixed up here with. Because these video games that I've witnessed people play changes them up here. It changes them. it gives them this, oh boy, I went and robbed 15 G's and ran over 25 people and eluded the police and this, that, and the other. And it gives them some kind of superiority complex. I call it GTA brain. And it happens to be in the worst scenario when kids are more vulnerable to their surroundings. When mom and dad are at each other's throat and they just let the video games take care of the kids while they're waiting and doing their own thing. I'm not against people playing video games. I'm not. What I'm against is these people, like I said, that let the video games raise their kids. Their parents should be teaching them morals, values about God, respect, discipline, and so much more. There's so much more in this life that these kids need these days. Hey, Jen. There's so much more that these kids need these days besides video games. They need love, nourishment, enrichment, morals, values. Yep. Living off the land, learning how to fish, learning how to trout, learning what herbs you can eat safely, learning about mushrooms, the good kind of mushrooms, the ones that make food just out of this world, like chanterelles and morels and stuff like that. We don't need kids out here with GTA brain running around. And we don't need more kids out here without a father in their lives. Hey, I'm 48 years old, and I learn something new just about every day. These little purple berries that's about like that big, it grows in a big old clump about like that big. They're called beauty berries. them are so jam-packed full of vitamin C, just all kind of benefits. And that's a dying trait right there. But yeah, I mean, only thing I ask is, please, this person's name's going to remain nameless. Please keep them in your thoughts, your prayers, as they have difficult times coming. And I guarantee you, they're going to wisen up real quick. They are going to wise up real quick. Hopefully she kicks this idiot to the curb before it's really, 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 really too late. But maybe with prayer prayer to the good Lord, that you don't tease me. You've always been a pain in my butt, Ron. But pray for this young couple. Pray that he gets his head on straight and wakes up and realizes it's time to grow up and be a man. Take care of his family, his obligations. Be a outstanding father to this child that's coming. And I just lift them up in prayer. And I got really, really upset last night. Hello.
Hello. I gotta use the restroom first this week.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna do a mud flat down below.
Oh, you gonna get fuel?
Yeah, I'm gonna need DEF and diesel down below, but I use the restroom
Okay.
first.
Okay, I'm back. But yeah, I just lift them up in prayer. And hopefully he gets his head straight. And no, I wasn't slightly mad. That sounds like something my grandfather used to do. We go to Guntersville every summer and spend about a week. And my grandfather, he always took a couple of extra king-size sheets and twine, and he'd find a big, 2 trees, and he'd make a makeshift tent. we'd fry fish and have little picnics in our makeshift tents and stuff. It was cool.
Okay.
All right.
I need diesel and def both.
Okay.
Pump one.
Over here.
Okay. I'm all the way down there. What a hike to get up here. Yes. It's a modified. Okay, the code. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, right here. That's my wife. She has to use the bathroom too.
That's her. That's right. Sure does. Sorry about that. I was busy. But y'all, it's 3:15 here. Have a good one. Jen's gonna go with Meemaw or Mama. That's right. How's the day looking so far, Ron? Yeah, we got some new inventory coming. Kind that I'm not gonna be affiliated with. I went ahead and turned in my 2-week notice today. Big old glass pipes that's supposed to be AKA tobacco use only. Nah. I told them if they was going to start selling that I was going to be out. And not bowls. Well, yeah, they've got some bowls, but you put water in them. I forget what they're called. There you go. Have you ever seen anybody use tobacco in a bong? They've already got some stuff supposed to give you a 99% accuracy to pass a drug test. And all pretty much what it is purified pee. I'm sorry, but I don't partake in illegal substances, and I'm not gonna sell it to people to mess up their lives. Whatever happened to passing a drug test, legitimately passing a drug test with your own urine? What happened to that? You pass your drug test, you ain't gotta worry about another drug test periodically. I'm not against people using the devil's lettuce because it helps me, but I use the gummy form. I use it as a medication to help alleviate muscle spasms and stuff like that with my MS. And it helps with seizures. It helps with people with anxiety. I mean, you know, the only reason why I can't smoke the devil's lettuce is because it's no fun. It's no fun. You know, you walk around in a fog eating everything and it's not glued down. Acting like a moron. Really, really, really ridiculous. That's right, Ron. Jen, I still don't understand how you put up with it as long as you have. I really don't. Don't get me wrong, Ron. You're a good guy. But you can be a pain in the butt sometimes. I ain't never claimed to not be a butt. Oh, ain't that sweet? This is sweet as cotton candy. But y'all, it's nearly 3:30 here. So I'm gonna get on off here and do some work, make things look halfway decent. Cause I don't want to hear my boss complain for the next week and a half. Well, you did it last night. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You didn't do this. Night, love ya. God bless. Take care. Be good people. Take care of one another. Remember, I love you. God loves you. And with that much love, how can you go wrong? Peace out. See you on the next one. Stay sassy, classy. Keep them lines tight. If you catch any fish, send me some pictures. Bye.